rent-to-own industry has been a part of my family's life for over 30 years, with my grandpa opening his first rent-to-own store in the early 80s and then my dad helping to grow the business in the 90s. The rent-to-own industry has provided my family with many opportunities, which has helped shape who I am today. Both my grandpa and my dad are very driven when it comes to their work, and I believe that's part of the reason why I have motivation to work hard. I've been watching them work since I've grown up, so I think that's why I have the drive for motivation. I wanted to choose a college where hard work and the development of character are valued. This past October, I decided to visit a tiny Catholic college in Ohio called Franciscan University of Steubenville. I was born Catholic, have 5 other siblings, and attended 8 years of Catholic grade school. I love the Catholic faith, yet I never thought I would want to attend a Catholic college as much as I want to attend Franciscan. From the moment I set foot on campus, I could tell that things were different from most colleges. The students at Franciscan seem so joyful and truly happy to be there. They aren't worried about which parties are happening every weekend. Instead, they spend their time playing ultimate frisbee and ping pong, attending daily mass and student-led praise and worship sessions, putting on talent shows, and of course, studying. There are plenty of ministry opportunities on campus where students can take mission trips to do mission work in surrounding areas. During the fall of my junior year, I will have the chance to study in Gamming, Austria, through a Franciscan Study Abroad program, which is one of the top programs in the nation. There are also an NCAA Division III school in sports, and I will have the opportunity to play volleyball for the team this fall. Yet one of the most important things for me is that Franciscan is a place where I will be able to grow my faith as well as further my education in an academically excellent environment. The only minor negative of this school is the cost. Since it is a private school, tuition is significantly higher than the state schools that I was looking at. Fortunately, I've been blessed with a family who has been willing to make sacrifices so that I can go to school there. I have been working 3 jobs during the course of this summer. It has not been easy, but I know it will be well worth it. Receiving this scholarship from the APRO Foundation is going to help with the expense immensely as I begin my journey to pursue a degree in psychology and then eventually attend grad school to obtain my license in occupational therapy, a career that will not only provide me with the means to support myself, but also give me the true joy of helping my clients who have been afflicted by disability or injury develop, improve, sustain, or restore the highest possible level of independence in their life. I want to personally thank all of you for your contributions to the APRO Scholarship Foundation. Your generosity means so much to me and the other scholarship recipients. I encourage you to continue donating to assist college students like me in achieving their dreams. Thank you.
Great job. Thank you. Hopefully you're all having a great time at the convention. I know I am. I got in yesterday morning and found out that I've been a valued member for 25 years. Thanks for the introductions. I'm Patrick Estep, and I was one of the few selected this year for an APRO scholarship. It is my 2nd year receiving the scholarship. And I'd like to take a little bit of time to tell you about myself and extend my gratitude to you all who participated in this foundation, and potentially thank you on behalf of the lives that you may have impacted without even knowing it. So as of May, as said, I'm classified as an alumnus of UAB. I graduated magna cum laude with my bachelor's in biomedical engineering. Close enough again. I got honors both departmentally and in science and technology. And during my time in the very prestigious, very competitive Sci-Tech program, I spent time as a peer mentor, welcoming in incoming freshmen and acting as an ambassador for the program, and even tutoring them in special cases. For a couple of semesters, I taught at-risk youth, the values of leadership and cooperation and what it means to be unique in this world. And I did that alongside my wonderful girlfriend, because if she did it, I had to do it, right? So, in addition to that, I spent a large number of years in band, and I participated in the university bands, marching band as a snare drummer, and then wind ensemble and percussion ensemble, etc., etc. So I'm that guy. I've done it all. But now I'd like to talk about the importance of my undergraduate career and the immeasurable worth to me of this scholarship and what you guys have put forward for me. So as a requirement of being in the honors program, I was required to research an important scientific topic, in my case cardiology, and develop an academic thesis. I worked under my mentor, Dr. Joel Berry, and we developed, he had developed a new type of stent, and my job was computationally optimizing that stent. So for those of you who don't know, a stent is actually used to open an artery that's blocked off via whatever mechanism. So it might come as no surprise to you that this is important because cardiovascular diseases are the #1 killer in the world. If you look at any top 10 list of mortality rates, it beats out cancer. As a matter of fact, I think 5 of the top 10 are actually cardiovascular diseases. So it's a huge field, very important field. And according to the American Heart Association, more than 800,000 people each year are receiving stents as a treatment for their illness. And stents are great, actually. They have a failure rate of only 10 to 15%, which sounds good on paper, but on this scale, that's up to 120,000 people yearly in America alone that require additional care because of the failure of these devices. And in many cases, this failure can be detrimental to the health of the patient. So our research essentially was optimizing this new stent and reduce or completely eliminate that 10 to 15% failure rate, potentially saving the lives of hundreds of thousands of people over however many years. After 2.5 years in that lab, and actually in May, like a day before graduation, I finally managed to finish my thesis and presented it to a committee consisting of postdoctoral fellows and even an interventional cardiologist on finite element analysis being used to quantify the mechanical implications of vascular stenting. Say that 5 times fast. But this research will go on and will be utilized to continue to help people and develop safer clinical devices in this field. And this is why this scholarship meant so much to me. My life goal, the reason I was brought into this world, I feel, the way I'm programmed is simply to help people, to give people a chance to live and live happily and healthily using what God gave me, this unrealistic understanding of math and science. So I think it's fair that you should know that that's actually what I was able to do with last year's scholarship. This year I'll begin my time at the master's program at UAB. I'd like to get into the field of orthopedic biomechanics, which would be developing prosthetic limbs and things like that, or continue my time in cardiology. I haven't decided yet. But with what you know now about what I've accomplished, I leave it to you to imagine what is to become of me and what I can accomplish with your support for my endeavors. So this time I'd like to thank the APRO Scholarship Foundation and everyone who participated in it. I'd like to thank my father for making me the chip off the old block with his endless teachings, guidance, and examples that he's drilled into my head over the years. And thank you on behalf of all the people whose lives you may have impacted or even saved without knowing it. And thank you again for helping me fulfill my dream.